We now look at a lesson on using the calculator. We'll start with some examples. We're asked to calculate the following. The first one is 2 times -8. Now on the calculator we write our 2, then our times. Then we have -8. Now I'm going to show you a couple of ways depending on what type of calculator you've got. On some calculators you'll be pressing that minus sign, the negative sign, and then the 8. If you do that, press equals, and you should get -16. Now, if you're not getting that answer, right, we'll need to try a different method. Okay, you'll have a different sort of calculator. Again, we start with the 2 times, but to type in a -8, you actually type in the 8 and then the plus or minus, the negative button. And try that, press equals, and see if then you get -16. Alright, now that little example there was just to indicate how you are going to write in negative numbers, whether you press that negative sign before the number or whether you do the reverse, press the number and then the negative. So you'll need to work out on your calculator which works. Example 2, -5 times, and then in brackets, 8 plus 23. So we'll start with the -5, alright, the negative, then the 5. Then we've got multiply. Then we have brackets. So you'll need to look at your calculator for the brackets. There's a left bracket, so we type that in. Then 8 plus 23. And then a right bracket, a closing bracket. If we press equals then, if you've done it correctly, you will get -155. Now, of course, if you need the other way of typing in that -5, it's exactly the same, except, of course, instead of typing the minus, then the 5, it's the reverse. You press the 5 and then the plus and minus. That changes it to a -5. A third example, 72 divided by, and then in brackets, we've got, well, 2 sets of brackets, one inside the other. 94 minus 82 in one bracket, and we're multiplying that by 1.5. So 72 divided by, so we just write from left to right. Then we have got an open bracket, and then another bracket, so 2 brackets, 2 left brackets. Then we have the 94 minus 82, write that down. Then we have a closing bracket, so we type that in. We then multiply by 1.5. And don't forget to finish with the closing bracket again. Now if you press equals, hopefully you've done that well, and you should get an answer of 4. Excellent. Well, that concludes the lesson. You may need to go over those steps to make sure that your calculator, okay, the calculator you're using, is getting the answers that are required.